Hey y'all, Mama Snark here. I am here at Walt Disney World Resort, staying at Caribbean Beach Resort. We've been here for a couple of days now, and I'm gonna do a quick little video on like park bag essentials or what goes into my park bag for the day. And I'm gonna tell you what bag I'm using and the amount of stuff that goes into it. It's honestly gonna depend on what we've got going on that day. So like for instance today, we rope dropped Hollywood Studios, and then we knew we were going to hop the Skyliner right back to the resort to have kind of like a midday relax session. So today, or this morning, I wore my little like hip bag or belt bag, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. And I'll link everything down below that I can. But if I'm going to be out like all day, or I know I want to bring the popcorn bucket with me or something like that, I'm going to have a bigger backpack. So I'm going to start by showing you, the main, like, no matter what has to come with me kind of essentials. Okay, so like I mentioned, this morning I knew we weren't going to be out for a full day. We were going to come back to the room and kind of have a refresh and a reset. So I brought this Vera Bradley hip pouch. Fanny pack can be worn as a crossbody as well, kind of situation. Y'all, I am in love with this. I wore it as a fanny pack today. But it has, I don't even know if I can show you the level. It has a stretchy band. So I'm able to like tighten it around my waist, but it still has a little bit of like give to it. And it's a lot more comfortable than like this one that just has the like regular straps. So this is the one that I used this morning. And I'm going to show you everything that's in it. So basically this is going to be everything that is my like absolute, without a doubt, have to have with me. So in this front little part here, I have a lip gloss. And I'll say it doesn't have to be like a lip gloss, like a chapstick or something like that of any sort is going to be important. I have a Gatorade like hydration with caffeine in it. So it's got 200 milligrams of caffeine and it has electrolytes, 0 sugar, because you're going to need energy in the parks, like, without a doubt. I also have a chapstick that has SPF in it. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be a lip gloss. I just wanted the cute sparkle lips for today. But make sure you have something if you're coming in the summer months, something that has SPF in it, because your lips will blister if you don't have some kind of protection on them. I have my little travel pill case, which is basically just filled to the brim with Advil and Tylenol on the other side, because I'm headache prone, especially if I'm getting dehydrated, I'll get headaches, or like if something triggers motion sickness, I'll get headaches. And learn from my mistake, if you get one of those like little travel pouches from one of the gift shops, they have them behind the counter, ask if you need them. But it was, I think, like $4 for one of the little packs that has 2 pills in it. So you're paying $2 a pill. And for me, 2 pills aren't going to cut it. I have to have 4. So I paid essentially $8 for a single dose of Tylenol one day when I had a really bad headache. Yes, okay. So I also tossed in there, this is a blister patch. And I'll link a few of my favorites down below. I've gone through different ones over the years. The sandals I wore today, I know have a tendency to rub one of my pinky toes a little bit. So this is just a perfect size to wrap around that if I needed that, which thankfully I did not. Take that. Okay, actually I'll just leave that one in there. All right, so next. All right, so into the main compartment. This, y'all, I have been very thoroughly impressed with this bag. Like, I can't even tell you. So it does have a like zipper side if you need to put something in there. I did not, but look how spacious that is on the inside. So everything that I have, this is a travel spray sunscreen. I find it a lot easier to travel with these because this takes up a lot less space in my park bag than a big giant bottle. Like if I put this giant bottle in there, that's a no-go. And if you're going to be in the parks longer than a couple of hours, you're going to need to do a reapply if you have fair skin, for sure. Like my poor son is translucent and I'm pretty fair skinned as well. So I need to do a reapply every couple of hours. So I just find that easier and lighter to carry around. And then you can definitely use this for your face, but personally I use like more of a face sunscreen. This is the one I'm going with this summer, and I've been really liking it so far. But it's a daily gel, so like you could even use this underneath makeup for a daily sunscreen if you want to. But it's SPF 50 and it's clear. So it's a gel sunscreen, and it rubs on, it has kind of like a dry finish to it. And it's clear, so it doesn't, you know, have that horrible white cast or anything like that. And like I said, you can put this under makeup as well if you wanted to do that. This thing holds an entire bottle of water, which was one of the main requirements I had before I brought it with me on this trip. I have to have water. You have to have water. If you are traveling to Florida or Disney World, whatever, from May or even April, I would say April through like October, you're going to need a lot of water to stay hydrated because it is hot and you will sweat. So I did a Walmart grocery order for this trip. As you can see here, I got bottled water, little mini bottled waters that I can put the like hydration mixes in, and like some snacks and things like that. But even if you bring just a refillable, like smaller water bottle that can fit in your park bag, you're going to be much happier. Yes, you can get free ice water at the quick service locations, but the water, it ends up making me nauseous. So I prefer to have a bottled water or like a refillable Brita bottle. So other things I carry with me at all times, sunglasses. Y'all, that sun is no joke. And if you have lighter color eyes, especially, like, it is brutal. Like, we walk outside and I'm like, I literally cannot see. Even with sunglasses, half the time I'm squinting. These are my knockarounds. These are the Pride collection ones. But I also brought with me like, I think like 4 pairs of the knockaround sunglasses. I like this brand specifically. Number one, they come with a nice little like carry pouch. Each one of them does. They're polarized and they're all about $30, $30 to $40 and under. And so like if I lose them on a ride or something, I'm not going to be devastated like I would if I lost my expensive driving sunglasses. But they're also super cute. So like I said, these are the Pride ones. Pride month is coming up at the time of filming. I have Care Bear ones, like pink ones, green ones, black ones, etc. Have sunglasses with you. Sun protection is very important for your eyes and your face and your body. I have some wipes in here. I'm going to be honest, I haven't used these all day, but especially if I'm traveling with my kids, I have to have these. But say you sit down at a table and it hasn't been cleaned yet and you got like gook over the table, I've used this to clean that up. You have a Mickey ice cream bar, your hands are sticky, etc. This is just nice to have on hand. And it's also antibacterial. So like wet ones will do the same thing, or those little wet wipes, all the same thing. This one is controversial. I like to travel with a couple of these individually wrapped plastic straws because at Disney World, all they have are paper straws. And I know it's better for the environment. Like I said, people are going to come at me, but they make your drinks taste nasty. And especially if you have children, they just like disintegrate because kids like to chew and suck on things. You can also get the reusable silicone straws as well. I just don't want to deal with the hassle of cleaning that in my hotel sink or like in a bathroom sink or something. So I like the convenience of just having individually wrapped plastic straws with me when I travel. And then in this back compartment here of the bag, I just have a mama wipe because y'all, swamp booty is a thing and in the heat and humidity. We're from Louisiana, so it's something I'm accustomed to, but like, you know, it's nice to have a little something to refresh with if needed. And then lastly, I have my wallet in here. It has my Passholder card, my license, my credit card, and it has a backup SIM card for my camera if I need it. But, you know, tiny little travel wallet. I love this thing for traveling. So that's it that I had on me this morning for my like compact version of a park bag. I also brought with me this one. It's a belt bag from Vera Bradley. If you can't tell, there's a theme. I like Vera Bradley bags. For park bags, the Loungeflies don't cut it for me. They're cute, but like they're not very functional. But this is big enough for me to put a water bottle in, which again is my requirement for any bag that I take. And I can also put like my wallet and a couple of like, you know, my Advil and stuff like that. But this is going to be a, like, we're just popping in for a couple hours in the evening to like grab something to eat at Epcot or something like that. So this is another like minimal option that still has that bottle of water in it, because I have to have bottled water. Like I can't do the parks without it. So this is it for my like, oh, and I also had this in there, which I need to take because I forgot. One of my biggest tips when traveling, I start taking these like 2 days before I travel, and then I take one every single day of my trip, and knock on wood, it has saved me from getting the horrific like sicknesses that go around theme parks. So that was in there as well, and I need to take that actually. So that's what's in the smaller bags. So like if I'm just popping in for a couple of hours, this is all I need. Like you don't need to pack like a pack mule. Like you don't need to take all this stuff with you. It takes up space. You're having to lug it around. Your back is going to get hot and sweaty. Like I'm just telling you, this is plenty. You can also throw in like a granola bar or a couple of snacks or something like that. I actually did have a Ziploc bag in there this morning, and we went to Hollywood Studios. I got a Jack Jack Nom Nom cookie and didn't finish it, so I put the rest in a Ziploc bag and put it in my park bag to bring back to finish later. So that's another thing I usually keep in there. So that's my minimal park bag. I can also toss in, I didn't have it in there this morning because there was 0 rain in the forecast. If there's rain in the forecast, I found these awesome card ponchos on Amazon. So it's in this like vacuum sealed pouch. You can compare it to my wallet that is like super small. So it takes up almost no room, but it folds out. It has sleeves that like taper at the wrist. It has a hood with a drawstring, and it's a plus size poncho. So I can fit this over my body and a bag, or like a backpack even if I needed to. And it's completely waterproof and throwaway. So like, you know, you use it, there's a torrential downpour like there is in the summer months. Put this on, throw it away when you're done. Bing, bang, boom. So yeah, that's it. Now moving on. These are my other options. Like I said, for me, it depends on how long I'm going to be in the park and what I need to bring with me. That over there is just like the absolute non-negotiables for me. This stuff, negotiable. So I have 2 different size bags here, both Vera Bradley. This one is a small backpack. If you've seen any of my other like park bag videos or packing videos, the small Vera Bradley backpack is my bread and butter. It's a little bit bigger than a Loungefly, but it's actually functional, unlike a Loungefly. So it has pockets that will hold a water bottle, and it will hold a reusable Brita water bottle, which, speaking of, if I don't bring like a bottled water, if I'm going to the parks for longer than a few hours, I will bring my Brita refillable water bottles. It has the charcoal filter in it, so it filters out that nasty like water fountain taste. The stainless steel one will hold ice all day, even in the summer months. And then the plastic one is a little bit lighter and thinner that I'll carry in the like cooler months when I don't need ice. But I'll stand you up here. It will fit in the side water bottle holder there. It's got a pouch in the front. It has some internal pouches, and then it has a big open middle. Another option is the Vera Bradley Essential Backpack, or the Campus Backpack will do like the same thing. It has a few more pockets, and it's a little bit bigger on the inside. So like if I'm coming in the winter and I have packable coats with me, I'll bring this size so I can put the coats in there. But like in the summer, that's totally fine because I don't need to pack coats. But this one's a little bit bigger. As you can see, it has a big like internal pocket here, and then it's got a few more here, as well as the 2 functional sides. I also have my hand sanitizer hooked to this. This is usually my plane backpack. So on the way here, this is what I used. Like in the airport, I checked a bag, and then that was my airplane backpack that had everything in it. But for the parks, I'll use this sometimes in the evenings because the popcorn bucket, which is another park bag essential sometimes for me, fits perfectly in there. And it's like super light, and I've still got room for other things. But I tend to not take that one if I don't have to. Like if I'm not going to be there, I don't know. That one's more of like a winter-ish backpack for me. I prefer this one. But the popcorn bucket will fit inside of the small Vera Bradley as well. And then I've still got a little bit of space, especially if I don't have 2 water bottles. I've still got a little bit of space in there, if you can see, to fit something down in. And it still has like the organizational pockets that I can put like my first aid, my chapstick, my Advil, my wallet, and then sunglasses I put here in this front one, and good to go. So yeah, that one will hold a popcorn bucket, or if I'm here with kids sometimes and I need more things, I will hook a small carabiner loop to here, and I'll just hook the popcorn bucket to the outside of the bag like this. So like if I'm in the park with my kids, I put the popcorn bucket on a stroller hook on the stroller, and to get on and off the buses when you have to hold the stroller, I'll just hook it to a small carabiner on the backpack to carry it like that. But my goodness. Like I said, the popcorn bucket is a sometimes item because I don't always want to carry a bigger bag to have it, and I don't want to like have to hook it to the side of the fanny pack or anything like that. So usually I'll bring the popcorn bucket like in the evenings if we're going back for a little bit, and I'll bring that backpack or that backpack with me so I can fit that. A few other like non-essentials but essentials. If you're going to be in the parks all day for sure, power bank. This is my new favorite. It has the button on the side that tells you how much juice is left in it. This one is a USB-C, so you pop that little top off and it connects directly to the bottom of my phone. They do make iPhone versions as well, and I'll link both down below for you. But this one I literally just hook up to the bottom of my phone, and it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's actually smaller and lighter than those big giant power banks. And I get about a charge and a half on my phone on this. So this is really all I need for a full day. And if I'm doing like a couple of hours and coming back to the room where I can charge my phone, I don't even bring it. I just bring a small hip bag. Other non-essential, festival passport. We're here during Flower and Garden Festival, so sometimes it's nice to have that with you so you can kind of plan out exactly what you want to do while you're in Epcot, so you're not having to kind of wander around and read everything on the signs. I will bring my inhaler if I need it, because I am sadly asthmatic. If I'm going to be there all day and not coming back to the room, this is a must. Travel size deodorant. Y'all, it's hot. You're going to be sweaty. You're going to be stinky. Trust me, you will realize that when you are crammed in a room in a queue waiting to board Guardians of the Galaxy or Rise of the Resistance or anything like that where they just smash you into one big room. You will wish that everyone had a park bag deodorant. So, be kind and courteous to your fellow Disney goers. If you're going to be there all day and not coming back to freshen up, please use this. This is another, if I'm going to be in the park all day and I'm wearing shorts that I'm not 100% sure about. This more goes for my thicker thighed ladies like myself. If you're wearing a new pair of shorts that are a little bit shorter and you're not sure if you're going to chafe in them or not, I found these on Amazon. It's the Balleaf brand, which I absolutely love all of their stuff. But look how, see if I can like spread it out for you. Look how small they are. Like in the waist, that looks so tiny. And when I pulled them out of the package, I was like, there's no way that's going to fit me because I'm a size extra large or a 14. They stretch so beautifully and they feel like butter on, and they are so soft and thin. They have pockets on the side. And like I said, they are full length bike shorts. So if I'm going to be there all day and I'm wearing like shorter shorts or something that I'm not 100% sure I'll be comfortable in all day, I have those as a backup so that I am not like dying and blistered at the end of the day. And speaking of dying and blisters, another park bag essential for the summertime, even if you are a skinnier girl, I cannot recommend this stuff enough, y'all. Even if you are skinny, if your thighs rub at all when you walk, do yourself a favor and pack this. A lot of people like Body Glide. I don't like the feel of that one as much. This one, it goes on as a gel, but when it dries, it feels like a powder. And let me tell you, this has saved me more times than I can count. Like, not even at Disney, just at home in the summertime wearing shorts anywhere. So if you have thicker thighs, like I said, even if you don't and you're coming to Disney all day, do yourself a favor, like I'm telling you. So that's another essential. And then this is kind of a like odd man out situation. So this, if you have like those resort refillable mugs and you want to go to the food court in the morning and get yourself a beverage, you can't use those anywhere in the park. Like, you can't refill them anywhere in the parks, only at the resorts, and they leak and they're large and cumbersome. So if you have something like this, let's see if I can put you down to show you how it works. That pops out. It's vacuum sealed. Pops out, and it is a full-size cup, as you can see. I think this one's like a 16 ounce or something, but full cup. Doesn't have the nasty like straw in it. It's just a sippy cup kind of. And it comes with a carabiner to hook to your backpack, like if you want to hook it to the ring here or like on the side of your belt bag. And it folds up super compact like this. So it's not going to take up the space once you're done with that drink like the resort refillable mugs will. So that's kind of like just in case oddity type of thing. And then lastly, if I am bringing like my big backpack or anything like that, this is a little pouch I like to use as kind of a first aid bag. So this has everything I need in it, like could possibly ever need for first aid items. And I will kind of open it up and show you what I have in there. So as you can see, it's a little bit of a better way to like organize things if you have a backpack that just has like a deep cavern in it. So in here, I have Ziploc bags, floss picks, because I hate having stuff stuck in my teeth. And if I have a salad or steak or something, I will need this. And this is the same first aid bag I use when I go anywhere with my children too. So it applies to both. A hair tie, a hair brush with extra hair ties, soft kinds and the elastic bubbles. Again, that's good for when I have my daughter with me. Some Tums, which as you can see, I've already had to use. Shout wipes. This more goes if I have my kids with me. This is unique to me. Some toe splints. I've had surgery on my toes and basically need a fake ligament created for me. So I either tape them or use these. I have hydration packet, as well as another one of those like energy hydration packets that has caffeine and electrolytes in it. And then this one's just pure electrolytes. Because again, that Florida sun is hot and they want to charge you $5 for one bottle of Powerade. I have more mama wipes. I have flushable travel wipes. This is especially handy when I have my kids because they're both on Miralax. So sometimes we need a little extra help. I have more first aid items in there. These are travel antibiotic things. Spray Neosporin works just as well, but I happen to have these at home. A few Band-Aids, because you never know. Especially with kids, skint knees happen. These are Band-Aid blister packs. These are the size for a heel. My friend that I'm traveling with had to use one of these from me today because even if it's shoes that you wear all the time, Disney walking is different. And she ended up with a blister and this saved her. And then I also have a few, this is Walmart brand, a few other like little blister pads. This one's good for like pinky toes. Always have blister pads with you. And then I have more mama products. just because you never know, but even if it's not that time, sometimes things happen. So that is everything. That is everything that is in my first aid pouch. And like I said, I will take those items out and kind of add them to my bags as needed if I'm traveling for the day. But if I'm going to be out all day, I'm just going to go ahead and toss this whole bad boy in there. All right, so that is it for my like park bag necessity items. Like I said, it's going to kind of vary depending on situations. Also, if you're traveling with children, you're going to need some more stuff. I can link some of those videos down below for you. Of things I pack when I have my kids with me, like I'll add glow sticks and little toys and extra snacks and things like that for them. But for just myself as an adult, or like when I'm here with my husband, this is all I need. If it was my husband, he'd show up with just his wallet and his phone in his pocket and call it a day. But he's not mad when I have, you know, like lip balm or any of the other like extra items that we might need. Like those cups have come in handy also. But that is everything for today. Hopefully this was helpful and kind of preparing you for what you may need in your park bag, and also potentially helping you eliminate some things that you don't need, because you don't want to be carrying all that stuff around in the park all day, sweating, and you're hot and it's heavy. So keep that in mind. Try to pack as light as you can if you're able to. Like I said, especially if you're going to go back to the room midday, you don't need to carry all the things with you. So make sure you give this video a like and a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, subscribe to my channel, and follow along for more Disney content. Bye guys.